Commerce Alive Today presents
Bradlees.
Bradlees was named for Connecticut's Bradley International Airport, where early planning meetings were held by the store's founders. The first store was opened in New London, Connecticut on March 14, 1958. The company was acquired by grocery chain Stop and Shop in 1961, which owned the chain until 1992. In the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area, nearly all shopping centers that had Bradlees stores also had a Stop and Shop in the same plaza, or in some cases, connected with the store as a super center, but this ended when Stop and Shop pulled out of the New York area during the 1980s, only to come back around 1998 to 1999. Like some of its competition including Caldor, many Bradlees stores had snack stands, lunch counters that served soft drinks, hot dogs, french fries, soft pretzels, ice cream, pre-packaged cookies and various other food items to shoppers. In 1993, Bradlees added Pizza Hut, Taco Bell and Dunkin' Donuts items to some of the stores that didn't have snack stands, as well as new stores constructed during this time. Bradlees was known for its TV and print ads featuring the character Mrs. B, played by actress Cynthia Harris, depicted as the chain's buyer who constantly searched for bargains to pass on to her customers. The advertising jingle went at Bradlees, "You buy what Mrs. B buys, and nobody can buy like Mrs. B." In 1988, its parent company Stop and Shop was involved in a hostile takeover bid by Herbert Halfstart Group. The board of directors appointed Colbert Kravis Roberts and Company to acquire the company shortly after. The deal was completed in 1989, with Stop and Shop becoming a private company. The first major Bradlees store closings came in 1988 when it exited the southern United States. Bradlees remained profitable into the early 1990s. In 1992, a year after its parent company becoming public once again, Stop and Shop Incorporated sold Bradlees to an investment group and the chain continued as a separate company. By 1994, the company was unprofitable after attempting to open a bunch of new stores in New Jersey and New York. After losing money for 2 years, Bradlees had filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in June 1995 and closed down some underperforming stores, including its only 2 stores in the state of Rhode Island, in 1996. Some of these were turned into Ames. James Samberland, previously Senior Vice President of Lazarus Department Stores, was appointed as Executive Vice President of Bradlees on August 25, 1995. The company successfully emerged from bankruptcy in February 1999 after making a decent profit through 1998 and early 1999. Bradlees also took advantage of the liquidation and closure of competitor Caldor shortly after its emergence from bankruptcy and purchased several of its former stores. The fortunes of Bradlees took a turn for the worse in 2000, and on December 26, 2000, the company announced another filing for Chapter 7 bankruptcy protection and said that Bradlees would begin liquidation sales as soon as possible, ending business. Executives of Bradlees said it filed for bankruptcy protection because of a general economic downturn, including rising interest rates and higher gas and heating oil prices that had left customers with less disposable income. The executives also said new competition, unseasonable weather in the first half of 2000 and the tightening of trade credit contributed to its inability to operate profitably. In an interview just before the chain closed, analyst Eric Beder of Ladenburg Thalmann & Co. said they really needed a perfect economy to get this thing moved, referring to the attempt at recovery after the restructuring of the company. But the recent consumer spending slowdown did not facilitate that environment, he said. In early January 2001, the chain started their liquidation sales and the final store closed on March 15, 2001. At the time of its liquidation, the company had 10,000 employees and 105 stores in 7 states. Many of its former store locations were purchased by Walmart, although other locations became the Home Depot, Foreman Mills, Target, Kohl's, Marshall's, Dollar Tree, ShopRite, or Stop and Shop. Stop and Shop owned much of its real estate even after it spun off the company. Stop and Shop was acquired by Ahold in 1996 and some former Bradlees were sold to other Ahold divisions such as Giant. When the Nasdaq stock market suspended trading in Bradlees stock, it closed at just under 22 cents.
Bradlees, the Christmas store without difference.
The difference? Savings. Savings on Cabbage Patch Kids accessories by Coleco. Almost real accessories so they can take special care of those adorable adopted cuties. Important accessories no little mother can do without. And the kids will love them too.
The big difference, prices that'll make you sing Merry Christmas.
Bradlees, the Christmas store without difference.
If you have any fond memories, please indicate it at the comments below. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and like.